California. EA Sports College Football with an early season non-conference showdown that might carry a little more weight than just conference bragging rights. It's the Vanderbilt Commodores and the San Jose State Spartans. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, even though there will be a great home field advantage today, Coach told me before the game, he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Commodores headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Making the adjustment on the play. Motion from the back. Looking downfield, it's Weaver. Look out! And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rush is on. Finds us back in the middle. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They're all over it. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe two, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone, it'll be first down. Run in the red zone, it's Bates.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. And the Spartans will hustle to the line. Left side, it's McClure. Touchdown, San Jose State. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Hits inside. It's Alexander. Oh, he's got some space. The 50. Inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Vandy. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board.
Number 88, set to kick this one.
And he takes this from inside. And the ball is loose on the return. Grabbed by the kicking team.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
2nd and long here. Drops back. It's Weaver. Out wide right, it's Riley. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
The Spartans will have it 1st and 10. Tells the run, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Riley. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, looking for a man. Right side, it's Riley. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. And the Spartans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Drops back on 1st down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Oh, man, that defensive back just hurled himself in there like a lightning bolt to get the quarterback.
And you see the speed, the closing speed to run, chase the quarterback, get him on the ground. That's why he plays defensive back. He looks like a pass rusher here, but you could definitely see he could hit that turbo button.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback changing the play. On On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the second quarter. The Spartans need to pick it up on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throwing right. Makes the grab past the marker. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. And the Spartans, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll move the tight end. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Sees an alley. There he goes. Bust through behind his pad. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space, good things will happen.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
On the option. Now the pitch. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Commodores want to move quickly. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Needs it here on 4th down. Throws for the tight end. It's dropped. And oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
San Jose State's offense takes over and heads onto the field. From the gun, it's Bates.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll line up with trips to the right side on 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Looking for a man. It's Weaver. Stepping to the right. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Got to make the play on 4th. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Under pressure, and down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. It is perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Left side, it's Spence. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it right at midfield. And the Commodores want to pick up the tempo. Back to pass, it's Carter. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. That one's not even close.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Lets it fly. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The offense stays on the field despite the fact they've misfired on 2 4th down attempts already. Can they change their luck? Snaps it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get it.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. He's changing the play. Back to throw, it's Weaver. Out wide right, it's Riley. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Fresh center down's going to the air. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And it's caught inside the 15. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Grab behind the line. It's Bates. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. 1 more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Second down, gonna throw it. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, San Jose State!
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they can get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. We are just about ready to start the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Carter. He'll try to do it himself. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Right side, it's Adams.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Fake and wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Adams. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Got it behind the line. It's Adams. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Off play action on first down. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Racing to the right. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Spartans. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. He'll bring it out. It's Barnett. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
The sure hands, it's Alexander. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time.
And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Sets his feet. It's Carter. Out wide left, it's Brown. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a fourth down. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on fourth down. Snapped on fourth down. He's going for the big play. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it...
Going to throw it over the top of the D. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bates. Runs into a wall. They'll give him one out to the 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And how impressed are you right now at this defensive line here early in the second half? They are getting a tremendous pass rush up front. It doesn't matter what you do in the back end, coverage-wise, blitz-wise. If those dudes up front win the one-on-ones, for any offense, it's going to be an issue. Now, David, they've got this offense backed right up against the wall.
Man, they got them backed up right where they want them. A big opportunity not only to get points for their offense in the future, but maybe get points on their defense, right? When you back them up right here, how aggressive do you want to be? Because as a play caller, I know the defense can be aggressive, which also means I can take shots and sometimes make big plays.
And the Spartans decide to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. There he goes. Open it up. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Sells to run, looking to pass. It's complete. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he surges across the line. Touchdown Doors. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty.
Number 88, set to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This should be the last play of the quarter. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Running inside. It's Bates. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. That's the end of the quarter. San Jose State is on top. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Give to the running back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it here on 4th down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Scanning the field, it's Weaver. Fires to the right. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. He lets one fly deep. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film.
He'll take the deep shot. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Looking for the edge. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Out wide right, it's Bates. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Holding this fourth quarter lead, and they're going to try to finish it off with a gamble on 4th down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Got to make the play on 4th. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Got some room to run, and he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Commodores!
So much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. And remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves, but what a play.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. So now they take over. This momentum has been completely taken away from them, but still an opportunity to put together a late drive.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Back to throw, it's Weaver. Turns it upfield. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Right side, it's Bates. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Making the adjustment. Wants to throw one first. Oh, pressure's coming. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David. You know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
Long way to go on second down. They want to throw it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. Looking for a man. It's Carter. He lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Snaps it, and he has to have it. He's not afraid to go deep. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
The Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, gonna throw it. Setting up the screen. Turning it on. The 40. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late.
Well, that is a Herculean effort. He caught the ball in the middle of the field and somehow was able to use his speed and his vision and awareness and still get out of bounds to stop the clock.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Weaver. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do because this passing attack has not been great.
He spins that thing down the middle. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. Finds a man in the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it.
Fires toward the end zone. What? Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Tough run here. It's Bates. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now, so take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
If they can pay off this third and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Pushes for the goal line. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with fourth and goal. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock.
And here's the deal. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing, fourth and goal, which makes a difference to me because I drove the ball down the field. I've had some success. Do I want to stay aggressive here? This offense is down, but has a chance to really put some points on the board and make a little bit of a splash.
And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
And, man, what a big fourth down stop for this squad. You needed it, man. To pull the upset, you had to do something special. You gave up some yards, but they came up big, in a big spot. You want to make an upset? You want to make something happen? You got to make plays like that, and they come through in a clutch moment.
Look out! They get to him as he throws. Got a man in the middle. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had.